What's cracking, y'all? Today we got a head-to-head comparison between the Peña Trapper and the Esnyx Silverline Workhorse. So this comparison came up quicker than I thought it would. I ended up posting the Peña Trapper up for sale, and it sold pretty quick, like within the hour. And it's not a dig against the Peña Trapper. There's an awesome knife. It's just I ended up scoring a CWF mini arc last night, and your boy has to recover some funds. So one knife had to hit the chopping block, and it was the Peña Trapper. So let's go ahead and get into this comparison here. Obviously, the Peña is a full titanium scales, titanium backspacer, titanium pocket clip, and it is frame lock. While the Esnyx is it has titanium liners. It's a liner lock, titanium liner lock, and it's got black micarta scales on it, the titanium clip, and the backspacer is micarta, which I think is a really nice touch. It looks badass, and it feels awesome in hand. I believe they're both rocking M390 on the blades. On the Peña you have, they're both made by Riot, by the way. On the Peña you have a beautiful belt satin with them grind lines. Beautiful blade on it. And on the Esnyx you have hand rub satin blade. Now, one of the reasons I fell in love with the Esnyx over the Peña is the feel in hand. The Esnyx is just a tad bit longer. It's just a tad bit longer than the Peña, so the real estate on it feels a whole lot better in your hand. You get more to hold on to. While the Peña, you still get a 4-finger grip on it, but it does feel a lot smaller in hand compared to the Esnyx. And on the Esnyx, you have more of a curve on the bottom of the handle. It's really I guess form fitting, I guess, to your hand there. So it really feels a whole lot better than the Peña does. And also on the Peña, we're talking full titanium scales, so it is heavier than the Esnyx. I also like the flipper better on the flipper tab better on the Esnyx. It protrudes a little higher up, so it is a lot easier to access, which the Peña isn't bad. It's also easy to access, but this one's just, I guess it gives you more leverage, I guess, when you're flicking it out. Now keep in mind, I'd be keeping this one if I didn't just spend some money on that mini arc that I bought last night. Action. The action on the Peña Trapper, it does feel a lot lighter. The detent does. It'll snap out, but it does feel lighter compared to the Esnyx, which has a snappier action. I think you guys can hear that. Definitely snappier action. And for some reason the blade feels lighter on the Esnyx than on the Peña. They're both about the same width on the blade. The Esnyx is longer, has a longer blade on it, but the width is about the same on both. The Esnyx might be just a tad bit thinner behind the edge than the Peña, but for whatever reason the blade feels lighter on the Esnyx. The pocket clips, I do enjoy the Peña pocket clip better than the Esnyx. This one is a lot tighter. I still have to try to loosen up the clip a little bit. I'm gonna take these screws off, reverse the clip, put the screws back in, and then I'm gonna try to bend the clip out a little bit. Hopefully it'll be smoother in and out of pocket, because right now it is pretty tight getting it in and out of the pocket. Yeah, I mean, this is a great knife. I love this Peña Trapper. Yeah, if I didn't have this Esnyx, which it's so close in design, if I didn't pick up this Esnyx, I would have no problem keeping the Peña Trapper. But since they're so close in design, that, you know, I'd much rather just keep the Esnyx since I like it better. And I also like the blade better on the Esnyx. This one has a more tanto looking blade on it. They're both very classy knives, very classy looking knives. They're both elegant, sophisticated. This Peña Trapper looks more like, I'd say it's a little more elegant, a little more fancier. This is more like a knife that James Bond would carry, versus this Esnyx Workhorse. It's more like a knife that Antonio Banderas would carry in Desperado. So this one's more up my alley. But yeah, they're both awesome knives. But the Esnyx, I do like it. Like it better. The feel in hand, the blade shape. The blade is longer. The only thing is the pocket clip, but I'll try to adjust the pocket clip, the stiffness on it. I think I can bend that out just a tad. It should work just fine. So yeah, I'm gonna be packaging this Peña Trapper up and ship it out tomorrow. But that's how it goes in the knife game. Sometimes you gotta give up a really great knife to enjoy the new really great knife. Alright, y'all. That was a little comparison between these two. Peace out.